Hey guys, it's Andre, and I am going to... Hey guys. I hate when I'm getting interrupted when I'm trying to make a kickflip video by people, because you don't want to look like a fucking idiot when you're out here talking to yourself. So, yeah. I'm gonna go inside and film this, and then you'll see some examples out here, because I don't really skateboard inside all that much. So. Okay guys, I'm back inside, and I'm going to teach you guys how to kickflip now. I'm sure you guys are psyched as I am. So, yeah, I just want to start out by saying that there's going to be people that tell you how to do kickflips 100 different ways. This is just the way that I do it, how I would recommend someone that's just barely picking up a skateboard to start learning how to do a kickflip. So, whether you already know how to kickflip or not, I don't care. I'm also going to throw in a couple tips on how to adjust your kickflip. So that, if you want to stick around and watch that, that'll be cool too. Also, there's videos that are supposed trick tips on YouTube, but they really don't tell you how the trick is done. They just show you a slow motion of it or whatever, anything like that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do my best to explain to you guys how the kickflip is done. This is the foot positioning for the kickflip. Back foot, set up, good pop position, not too far over, not too far back, just straight on. Front foot. Don't put your front foot at the middle of your board when you're just learning these. The reason for this is you will lose control a lot easier. Your board will flip out this way. Anyway, and also when you flick to give it the kickflip, obviously, then you're not leveling your foot up to give the board height, as much height as you can get in, and yeah. So don't put your back foot at the middle of the board. It'll go out here. It's not very consistent. You'll be able to flip it for sure, but it won't be as consistent. So what I recommend is put it right up here on just over the top of the bolt. So you can get a nice leveled kickflip straight up in the air. Not back, not too far over. But so you can just give it a nice clean straight on flip so it won't rotate while it's in the air any direction except straight where you want it to roll. So, the motion that you want to flick, I'm just going to flat out say, don't flick diagonally out, that's total bullshit. If you're just barely learning these, then you want to imagine a flick that's 90 degrees, just straight off to the side. So, the board goes this way, and you want to flick off this way, 90 degree angle, or as close as you can get to it. So, yeah, you just flick right off to the side. That's a good flick. If you are having trouble with your kickflip and your front foot is going all the way back here or right to the side, then that is because you're not committing enough to the kickflip, or if your foot is out here, then you're turning your bodies, you're opening your body to the board, so you land like this. Just a way to stop from landing like this is you want to imagine your shoulders parallel to the board. So your shoulders should go like this. Your shoulders are right over on top of the board the whole trick. And so you just pop, flick out, keep your shoulders over the board, land. Now if you flick and you can't land it, your front foot is all the way over here. One of the reasons that may be is because your back foot is not popping it out as much. Like you're not popping like that. You're popping more. So then your board tends to move that way. Another reason, this is a big reason why people land at the front of their board like that, is you aren't you're flicking out way too far. So if you flick and your foot is all the way out here, then there will be no room for you to land on your board with your front foot. That's basically why I tell you not to flick out diagonally. Then when you think diagonally, you think straight out, all the way, who knows where. So you want to just flick out. It doesn't even have to be a big flick, just flick just out right off the edge, and if it's in the air and it's popped, then you just give it a little flick, and that's good enough to get it going at least. Now, the difference between this and an ollie, which I hope you can already do before you're trying to learn the kickflip, is that you don't level out and keep it under your feet the whole time. There's a period of time where you have to let your board flick with your back foot, but as long as you suck your legs up, suck your back foot up a little bit after you flick, then you'll be good. Don't just sit, pop, and flick out like this, because you aren't gonna get anything out of that. You really gotta commit if you want to learn this trick. Well, I would recommend for you to learn this trick more easy, I guess, to get the flick right and get the whole idea that you have to pop like an ollie and be in the air to get it rotating. Is to take your trucks off and everything, just so it's a blank deck, just on a trampoline, and just sit on the trampoline, jump on it, and then jump, and when you're right in midair, just flick out straight off this side, and then land on it. That's basically how I got the motion of the flick, and how I discovered that it's really not a diagonal flick out. You really want to just flick straight off to the side as much as you can. Okay, if you already know how to kickflip, just watching this because you're bored as hell on YouTube, then I have a couple tips that will help you with your kickflips, help adjust it, help you basically kickflip different than if you already didn't, or if you haven't experimented enough with it. So, what I've learned from experimenting with my kickflips is that your front foot is the major key in your kickflips. You can experiment with having it farther back or ahead, not this far, because I've never tried that, but a few tips that I have for people that are trying to learn how to do kickflips cleaner. It's all in your front foot, really. The farther up your foot is, the more controlled kickflip will be, the slower it will be. The farther back, the faster it will rotate, and the less controlled, I guess you could say. Having it back here, you've got to keep in mind that your board is going to want to go out here, or all the way out here. So you really just got to look down at it if you really want to land it, or just get lucky. So up here, that's a good controlled, clean kickflip, for me anyways. The reason for that is when you flick up, it's going to level the board out, because it's not too far up and it's not too far back. Too far back, your kickflips will be at an upwards angle like this. Up here, that's pretty much centered, guided with the flick. So when you flick up here, then your board will be somewhat level, and it will be in a good direction. So yeah, if you're moving, if you're not stationary and you're rolling, hoping to get height and speed, I guess, with your kickflips, then you want your foot up here, no doubt. That's going to give you a more controlled flick, as well as level your board out to get the most height out of it.